Hello there, it's Trish from Trish's Card Club, live from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Hey everybody, welcome to Monday night. Okay, now what do I say? Oh yeah. All right, no technical difficulties tonight, so that's amazing. And what else? How are you? I wonder if you guys can hear my air conditioner that blows like a jet engine behind me. I'm curious if you ever hear it. Hey, Miss Mary. Because it's so distracting, and all day long I listen to that thing. It drives me crazy. I will not miss that at all when we move. So, oh, anyways, blah 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 on that, right? No whining. It's Monday night. No whining. Hey, Huckles, I'm glad you could join. I hope you get a good feed the whole way through, because this class is specifically designed for you, Miss Teresa. No pressure, but I expect you to make one of these cards when I'm done. So, I am excited to share a fun fold. I have all kinds of notes. Lots of numbers, which you know that makes me crazy and nervous, but I'm going to give it my best shot. And after I post the video, after I post it, I will go back and edit it, and I'll put in the measurements for everything. So, hey, Miss Nancy PB, good to see you. I'm cutting in and out. Ooh, Mary, is that everybody or is that just you? Can you guys hear me? Hopefully, the signal will be stronger because I have a full signal on my phone, so I'm not sure why that's doing that, Mary. Oh, technology could drive you crazy. I don't know if you have to log out and log back in. I don't know if that'll help or not. So, okay, let's get started. We are doing a card tonight that was, the measurements come from a lady that goes by Crazy Stamping Lady. That's literally what she goes by if you want to search her out. But they come from her. Hey, Miss Judy. Thank you. I'm glad you can hear me. I appreciate that. I don't know, Mary, if you want to cut it and come back out again. I'm not sure if that will help or not. All right, so what's on, besides the nails, I put my nails on today. I haven't had them on for a while, so I finally put them on. As you always know, if you are in the need for product, you look at trishen.stampinup.net. Now, one thing I want to tell you, sometimes I remember, most times I don't. There's a ton of card ideas on this website that's curated by Stampin' Up. Not stuff that I make, so you know it's going to be very different than what I make. But there's tons of ideas. They always have new card fronts and all that kind of stuff. So if you're looking for ideas, that's besides the catalog, that might be another place to go. And then just a reminder that Celebration is still going on. Quite a few items in the Celebration catalog have sold out, but Stampin' Up has come back with a replacement, or excuse me, not a replacement, with several items that are in the catalog that, and I know this is a horrible copy, but just to give you an idea of different stuff, they've added embossing folders and dies and paper, and so they've added a bunch of stuff that's available if you so wish to make a purchase. All right, that's it. Tonight we're going to be using the Awash in Beauty DSP, and this is video number 129, by the way, you guys. That's amazing. That's a lot of videos. Just wanted to tell you that. I don't know why, but I guess it was important. Let's see. So, okay, let's get started with a couple little things. Oops. First thing, just a really basic reminder. If you have Design a Series paper, whether you cut it in half this way or if you cut it in half this way, that's how you're going to get your card bases. So cutting it in half, this is 11 inches, so cutting it in half at 5.5. I can hear my friend Teresa screaming out these right now. So you cut it at 5.5 when you have it on the length side of the 11, and then you score it at 4.25. And that is just a little reminder how to get a card base. Oops, score it at 4.25. And then that gives you your card base, number 1. So you can open it this way, like this, and you can open it this way, like that. So that's just a reminder. The other option that you have is if you cut it at 4.25, so the first time we cut it at 5.5, scored it at 4.25. Now we're going to cut it at 4.25. Oop, I must have something in my track because my blade is not cutting good at all. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. Let me just pretend that didn't happen, you guys. So then you would score it at 5.5. So you see the difference in the measurements? Same measurements, you just do different things. One you score, one you cut. So this would give you a card base that's going to be this way that you can lift up, or this way that you can go side to side. So that's just a little refresher. So on tonight's card, you cut it so you have 8.5 by 5.5. I always get so concerned. So 8.5 by 5.5. And then the first thing you're going to do with the card base is you're going to score it at 3 inches. And remember, I'll put the measurements on there, you guys. So you score it at 3 inches and you score it at 7.25. But I will put the measurements on there after I post the video. So instead of having a traditional card that opens like this, we are going to have a card that opens like this. Isn't that cool? I love this card. I love the way this card is, and I'm very happy and excited to share it. So that's the way it's going to be, just like that. Pretty cool, huh? I've been wanting to do this card, but I could never figure out the measurements. But thankfully, the crazy stamp lady put the measurements online, did a video, and she did fantastic. So I'm super glad about that. So I want to give a shout out to a new friend that I've made. Her name is Pat. She lives about 15 minutes from the video. I don't know, you guys. It's coming in terrible. Let me see if I put a stamp. It's so blurry. Let me see if I put a ink pad down, if it stops. I don't know what causes it to do that, you guys. Anyways, sorry. Got distracted. So her name is Pat, and she reached out to me to order some product, and I got to deliver to her today. And you guys, she has a fabulous stamp space. Fabulous. She's so organized. She puts me to shame. And some of you guys know I'm a little organized. She is amazing. Her cards are amazing. Mary Finn, she reminds me of you. Her work is so beautiful. So she wants to get together. So now I want to get together because I think that'll be fantastic. But I'm a little nervous because her cards are so beautiful. So there's a lot of pressure. But I'm excited. So if you're listening to this video, Pat, I'm so blessed that we got to meet. So blessed that you shared how much you love God and how much God loves you. And I am looking forward to getting together and stamping. All right, so I see some more people. Miss Cindy and who else came on? Becky. Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining. Okay, so we've gotten this point, which we just scored at 3 and at 7.25. Then next thing you'll do is you'll cut your solid cardstock. And your solid cardstock gets cut at 2 3/4 by 5.25 and 1 by 5.25. So it's just 1/4 inch around smaller than your card base. So that's what you do with your card. And I'm actually going to glue this down because there's no need not to. So this is how you're going to make up your card. Now you can do this with anything. One of the things that I love about this card is that the Designer Series paper kind of is the star. So you can do this stamping or any way that you any way you want to create it. But if you love your Designer Series paper and you kind of want that to be the star, then this is a great layout for that to happen. Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your Designer Series paper and you're going to cut your Designer Series paper 2.5 by 5 on your first one. And again, this Designer Series paper is Awash in Beauty. And we'll put that down. See, already you can see how pretty it is. Isn't it beautiful, you guys? And then I'm going to do the reverse side. Oops, almost messed up. And that one is 3/4 of an inch by 5. Isn't that pretty? So there's the card, so that it opens up like that. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to make a little label for it. And this needs to be a birthday card. And I hope the person that is going to get this card is not going to see it while I'm making it. I'm thinking not. Judy, I'm so glad I've met someone and made a friend too. She's the nicest lady. She's such an answer to prayer for me. So I'm very, very excited. Very excited. We should have fun stamping together. Okay, so this is going to be happy birthday. And I'm using the stamp set from Celebration last year. So that's why you might not recognize the birthday. But I am going to use a stamp set from this catalog, current catalog. It's called Inspired Thoughts. It's great variety of stamps. I'm trying to let you guys see it without having that big light theme thing. I'm going to use, so I put happy birthday in the front. I'm going to use it's your time to be remembered, to feel appreciated, and to know you're celebrated. I thought that was a really nice inside birthday stamp. So that's what I'm going to do on the inside. So now with this stamp, what I want to do is I want to make it into a flag without using a punch. You just cut up here, and then you just go from edge to the center that you just cut. And then you just go from edge to the center that you just cut. Now, is this not going to be perfect? We don't worry about perfection. We just worry about getting a flag. There we go. All right. Now, the one thing that, of course, you want to be careful of is you only want to put glue on this side, because obviously if you put glue on the other side, you won't be able to open it. So I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to, actually, you know what? The crazy stamp lady taught me a really cool thing. This is what she did. She laid her flag down the wrong way, and then she knew she could put her glue on this side all the way to here, because she knew she wasn't going past the seam, which I thought was a great trick. So I think I'll do that and show it to you guys. So happy birthday. And then for an embellishment, I did my favorite thing, a butterfly. Not really. Everybody knows who knows me knows I'm a little wigged out about things that fly, but I had to have something on there, and I don't have the stamp set that goes with this designing series paper. So I wanted to put something on there that would look really pretty with it. So that's where the butterfly came in. Butterflies, I find more and more, are quite handy. Okay, so let me take, I don't know if you can see me fighting with my butterfly in my dimensionals, but so I have my nails, but they are a challenge to use a little bit, especially when I want to take that tops off the butterfly. You guys, I watch other people's videos. Their desk spaces are so clean. Mine becomes a disaster quite quickly. I don't know how it happens, but it does. It does. Okay, almost done. Almost done. Okay, and then with that, I'll just clean that up a little bit. I will put my scissors back, clean this up a little bit, move this out of the way, bring this back into focus, bend my wings up a little bit. And I'm going to put that going this way like that. And then there is my card. And it opens up like this. And then I'm going to put my sentiment. I even brought my wipes tonight, you guys. I am on point tonight. Probably a little loud. I noticed when I listened to my uploaded video on YouTube that when I move stuff around like I just did those wipes, it can be very loud. Okay, let's see. So this is what I want. In case you've never put a stamp on, let me show you the right way. You put the stamp on the table, and then you put the block on it, and that picks it up. I should show you the right way how to do it, not the slang way that I was just doing. And then I'm going to take some black memento ink. Get this inked up and put this right in the middle. Ta-da! There we go. And that is my card for tonight. Oops, mussed up my butterfly wing. So I don't know what the name of this fold is. I wished I did, but I don't know. But I'm excited that I have the measurements now, because you'll probably be seeing this again in the future. But I think it's just a fun way to do something different. And as I said and promised a couple times, I'll put the measurements up. How does it fit in an envelope? Trees, it's the same exact size as a regular folded card. It's the same exact size. If I can get this open. So see how this is the regular size? This is exactly the same size. It's just scored differently. It's not scored in half. It's scored some other way. I don't know what the dimensions are. I don't know if it's a third and a quarter, 3/4 and I don't know, 3/4 and a quarter. I don't know, so I won't say, because it'll make me sound like I'm a moron. So let's see. Thanks, Judy. Let's see. I think I've acknowledged everybody that's come on tonight. I want to make sure. Oh, I know that cutting in and out, Nancy. I hope it stopped doing that. I think it has something to do with if there's, excuse me, if there's a focus or not. I think that's what the problem is. Oh, no, Huckles, the butterfly, I put it on enough so that it will fit. Yeah, it's going to fit with no problem. It'll fit in the envelope without a problem. Yeah, I thought you meant how does the whole card fit in the envelope. So, no, that's good. All right, ladies, I think that's it for tonight. It's another good Monday night. Around here, we're going to make it. We're going to mail it. I hope that you had a chance to catch some of the good playoff that happened this weekend with golf. There are 3 FedEx championships. The first one was this weekend, and there was a playoff, which meant 2 guys tied, and then they had to have a shootout, and it was fantastic. And it's always exciting to see those. And golf is exciting, in case you didn't notice. What else? Football has already started preseason, so I've heard the roar of the crowd, and it's been wonderful. But we have a couple more weeks of preseason before we get to real games. And I texted a friend of mine to ask her about it, and she just casually mentioned that she's waiting for real football, which means college ball to her. So it will come. It will come. All right, you guys have a great night. Thanks so much for sharing some of it with me. Remember, around here we make it and we mail it. So get making your cards, get mailing them. You know it's going to change someone's whole day to get a handmade card. It certainly changes mine. And one quick thing, you guys, Zoom. Thank you for those of you who have already RSVP'd for Zoom. Nancy, I just saw your email, so I will respond after I upload my video. Thank you for those of you guys who have responded. It's going to be a fun little class. Remember, you can come for free. You never have to participate in anything. I don't typically have an amount to purchase, but this is just like a once every maybe 6 months we'll do this. If you don't have the kit, if you don't have the stamp set, has little flowers and leaves. You can use whatever you want at home, because the cards ideas are general. So it's not like, oh, you can't do it if you can't budget for the stamp set. And the card kits is just $10. Remember that the cutoff to get them is the cutoff to RSVP is September 28th. And I need that because I got to place the order, get the stamps, make the kits up, and get them all to you guys by the end of September. So that's it. You guys have a really good night. Miss you lots, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.